G'day, Craig here from Catalyst Business Coaching. A couple of days ago, I recorded a video with 7 steps for small businesses to help them navigate the coronavirus. Now, I had some great feedback on that video and quite a few views so far. However, the video was 28 minutes long, and for some, it was just a little bit too long. And I can understand that because apparently up to 60% of people use their phone while on the toilet. So 28 minutes could be a bit difficult. So to help you out, what I want to do is a 7 tips in 7 minutes video, condense that right down, just give you the highlights so you can get through it and get on with helping your business move forward. And if you do want the full video, it's still available on YouTube to watch. So before I get into tip number 1, I do want to say 2 quick things. Firstly is don't worry about what you can't control. Now I know that's easy to say, but you need to take action on your business and in your life, and I hope these 7 steps will help you do that. And secondly, just a really quick disclaimer. Any advice here should not be considered as accounting, taxation, or financial advice. It's general in nature, and you should speak to your accountant or appropriate advisor. So without further delay, let's get straight into these highlights of those 7 tips. Firstly, number 1, triage your business. Cash is king right now, and you want to do everything possible to preserve it. So grab your profit and loss, sit down, start from the top to the bottom and go through every single line. Work out what you can cut, whether it's lunches, a couple of extra mobile phones on your plan that you didn't know about, services that you're not using. And when I talk about this, can I suggest that you start at the big end of town if you're going to cut any costs. Leave the little guys to last because they're the ones that are going to be hurting as much as you are. Be understanding with customers, but not naive. Don't work for free. Now, you might need to discount and negotiate with your customers to get a win-win situation, but don't put in jeopardy your good business because someone runs a bad business. And with that, if you're taking on new customers, you might decide in this situation to require upfront payment. And also for those bad paying customers that you've had, you might want to switch them to upfront payment too, again, so you're holding onto your cash and not putting your business in jeopardy. And finally, what you want to do is triage your personal finances at home. Sit down with your spouse, partner, family, and go through your expenses there. Grab out your last credit card statement, go through it line by line. There might be a subscription service that you really just don't need right now. Remember, we are triaging like a nurse would if you went into the emergency department, looking at what is most critical right now and what needs the most help. This isn't going to be a permanent change. These are just temporary changes to help out in your business. So those things might include talking to your bank about getting a repayment holiday on your mortgage. Now, a number of the banks are offering that. So check with your bank, call them and see what you can do. You might also consider, if you have private school fees, calling your school, seeing what options there are to defer that for a couple of months. Again, just to help you with the cash that you need right now to get through the immediate needs of the business. All right, number 2 is to use the government incentives that are available. So I'm going to deliberately skip the instant asset write-off and the 50% accelerated depreciation because those provide no cash benefit right now. They'll be beneficial when you get close to the end of the financial year, but for now, we're looking at those things that will give you an immediate cash benefit. So that's the up to $25,000 refund from the government for pay-as-you-go withholding from your employees. That's going to be available when the legislation passes for the March quarter BAS. They say within 14 days of the lodgement of that. So how that will work is it's up to $25,000 per business based on 50% of your withholding wages. So let's say, for example, you have $50,000 wages in the March quarter, and you withhold $10,000 tax. You will get back $5,000 refund from the government, so 50% of that 10,000. Now there's also the 50% support for trainees and apprentices. That's due to be backdated, so another thing to help you in your business. All right, number 3 is provide exceptional service to your customers. You want to go above and beyond the normal service that you'd provide to your customers. This will engender loyalty right now, and it will build your goodwill and brand for the future. Go above and beyond. Give extra service to your customers. Don't give away your services for free, but just make sure you're providing exceptional service to those customers. When I was a young accountant, I got the opportunity to interview the CEO of the business that I worked for at the time, and I asked him his one business tip for me. And what he says was, build your business on excellent quality and excellent customer service. He said, because that takes time, but you can change your price overnight. So what that means is that if you've built your business on quality and service, and you need to win a job or a contract, you can adjust your price like that. But if your business is poor quality, poor service, you're not going to win that deal. So build your business on exceptional service and quality. All right, number 4 is talk to your suppliers and creditors. And when I say talk, I actually mean talk. Get on the phone, call them, let them know how you're doing, understand their supply chain, the issues that they're having, and try and be part of the solution. You might be able to negotiate better terms with them. You may need to look at other suppliers as well to make sure that you've got continuity of service for your business and your customers. But the worst thing you can do is ignore your creditors. I've never seen anyone send a debt to collection when they've been able to be in touch with their creditors. So if you're having difficulties, call them, talk to them. They want to work with you. They want your business to survive as much as you do, because you're a customer to them and you're keeping their business going as well. Talk to your bank. I noticed the other day that the Commonwealth Bank have offered to defer payments on some loans. They've also offered to waive merchant fees on some accounts. So get onto this early. Call the bank, get to the top of the queue, and see what they can do to help you out in your business at this time. And lastly on this, the ATO. They've got some generous concessions for businesses that the government has asked them to do. This includes being able to defer the payment of your BAS for up to 4 months. Now you still have to lodge your BAS, and it's not guaranteed. You do need to call them and ask, but you could defer that for 4 months, which would be a massive cash flow benefit to your business. Not only that, if you are a company that has been paying pay-as-you-go installments, so that's income tax installments, you can vary those down to 0 for the March quarter, as well as getting a refund for the September and December quarters installments. So talk to your accountant or tax agent about that. And finally, don't forget that you do need to pay your super on time for employees. So that's one that can't be deferred. All right, number 5, talk and listen to your employees. Your employees are as worried as you are about the business, and so it's really important that you have open and clear communication and regular communication with them. So talk to them about how the business is doing. Listen to their concerns, and also listen to their ideas. They're out on the front line, they're seeing what's going on. You would be surprised at the great ideas that can come from your employees when you actually listen to them. Something that you do need to consider is that you might not be able to save every employee. There is no point trying to save every employee and having the whole ship sink. These are difficult decisions to make and discussions to have. I've had to make those discussions and decisions in the past myself. It's something that'll keep you up at night, but they are decisions that you do need to make. If you do need to make those decisions, do it with compassion and do it with the right advice. It's an unfortunate decision that you do have to make as a business owner, but an important one for the strength of the whole business. Number 6 is be creative. Ask yourself the question, how can I continue to deliver my product or service? If you're a cafe or restaurant, of course, there's Uber Eats or Deliveroo. In fact, I saw a toy store in Mount Barker, South Australia, that is delivering their toys to the elderly. So think outside the box. Be creative about how you can help your business to continue to run. If you're an Uber or taxi driver, why not consider getting into food or other delivery options? Be creative. I actually got an email today from the car yard where I recently purchased a vehicle from. They were offering to come to my house and pick up my car for a service, sanitize it after the service and return it back to me. They're also offering virtual tours if I was interested in buying a new car. So they're being creative as they need to be to make sure they can continue to have their business be sustainable. If you're a tradie and people are worried about you coming to their home, you could do a quick video post on what you're doing to make sure that you're looking after your health and the health of your customers. That can really help to allay those fears that they might have. And this is a time to look for opportunities, but not exploitations. This is no time to price gouge on toilet paper or face masks. But there are opportunities to help people, to genuinely help people and to grow your business. So look for them, set yourself up to take those opportunities on and really help and even grow your business at this difficult time. Lastly, number 7 is be productive. Don't just sit around and binge watch Netflix if you've got extra time. Be productive by downloading podcasts, signing up for a university course, learn a language, do something so that you are a better person on the other side of this virus. I have a podcast that I can definitely recommend. It's called How I Built This by Guy Raz. And lastly, be kind. We're all in this together. So we can, even though we are stressed and worried, we can continue to be kind. So those are my 7 tips. Hopefully I got them in under 7 minutes there for you. If you found this helpful, please share it with other business owners. If you'd like some extra help, reach out through LinkedIn, Facebook, or the website catalystcoaching.com.au. Thank you and good luck.